And one of the strategies that people can look at or consider at 59 is an in-service rollover.
And that's why a lot of people choose to celebrate 59 and a half like it's their birthday, because for the very first time in many, many decades, they've been able to take control over their portfolio from an employer-sponsored plan like a 401k plan. Most 401k plans today allow you, once you obtain 59 and a half, to take that money from the 401k and move it to an IRA, an individual retirement account, which means that money now is underneath your control and you have a whole universe of investment options available than what you've never had before underneath an employer-sponsored plan. Now, one important point with this, when you move that money from the 401k plan to the IRA, you still leave that 401k plan open and you're still contributing to that 401k plan. And in this strategy, you're using both of these for what they're designed for. You have the IRA, where you're housing most of your retirement assets. You have more control. You can invest in, have way more investment options. And then you have your money underneath your 401k plan, the new money going in. Because everybody likes the free money from the employer. Most employers do match, that's free money. And then it's easier to contribute because it just gets deducted from the paycheck, and you can contribute a whole lot more on an annual basis to your 401k plan, your employer plan, than what you can the IRA. So use both of those for what they're designed for. 59 and a half for most people is a great time to celebrate.
So understand what it is. You take the money from the 401k and roll it into the IRA. But Clint, you're going to show us not only why we would want to do it, but one very specific strategy and how powerful it can be.
Yeah, and this is something we help families with all the time. So as we look at that example of the family who's now 59 and a half, they have the ability to do an in-service rollover. They're going to take those dollars that they have in the 401k, roll those out into an IRA. Now they have the entire array of the market to choose from for investment options. In many cases, can allow them to implement some new investment strategies maybe they haven't had an opportunity to, or access to before. And that can, in many cases, help them when it comes to market volatility. We meet with a lot of families who are on that runway to retirement, and they just say, hey, I'm tired of this market roller coaster. I've been through 2008, I've been through 2020, I've been through 2022, and I don't want to participate in the highest highs and the lowest lows of the market anymore, at least with my entire 401k balance. And so this is just an example of 2024 and some of the market volatility that we've seen, where families were feeling really good as the market was going up. And then all of a sudden with that big dip, almost a 10% swing in a single day, now families are starting to feel, whoa, I'm not ready to go through the next recession. I want to make sure that I'm taking some safeguards and some protections to the assets that I've worked so hard to save for my entire working career. So in this particular example, we can think about a family who rolls over $1 million 401k into an IRA. For a portion of that $1 million IRA, now they could consider this type of strategy with about $300,000. This is a fixed indexed annuity strategy with an income purpose or an income goal behind it. And how this works is that this family would invest $300,000 into this type of strategy, and then the company that offers this would give them a bonus initially. And so that $300,000 premium that they've put in now has a benefit base of $378,000. Over time, they're going to get the ability to roll that benefit base up by 7.25% compounding year over year for up to a 10-year period of time. So in this particular case, if this family maybe wanted to retire at 65 or 66, and then they could turn this on for income, it would deliver a $2,673 a month benefit for the rest of their lives. This is a really powerful strategy that could help this family from an income planning standpoint. You think about maybe at this point they're turning on their Social Security benefits. This is almost like a third Social Security benefit that can really help to stabilize their retirement income plan. If it works in this particular family's plan, they could roll this up all the way, as I mentioned, for an up to 10 years. If they were to wait that full 10 years, and now they're looking to turn this on for income for life at age 69 and a half, well then now this would deliver almost $3,500 a month as long as one of these members of this particular couple is alive. This is kind of like creating their own private pension plan that, again, can really start to give them a feeling of much more safety and guarantee around their income plan, rather than maybe the market volatility that they've been previously experiencing in their 401k. Now, one thing to keep in mind is if this family had retired at, let's say, age 65, and then they waited 1 year for this type of strategy to be implemented, they would probably receive a monthly benefit that would be a lot closer to $1,800 a month rather than the potential numbers that we see here, which is $2,600 or almost $3,500 a month. So a huge benefit to taking control over those assets at 59.5. One of the best assets outside of the premium into the strategy is time and how this benefit will roll up over that 10-year cycle or 7 years if that's when they decide it makes sense in their plan to turn it on. This particular strategy can help to give this family a lot more safety, a lot more guarantees a part of their income plan, and just peace of mind as they start to think about the market volatility is not going to impact at least this portion of our overall investment portfolio. So when we think about the birthdays as we get older, we sometimes don't always get excited about celebrating them. This would be one at 59.5 to mark on the calendar and get excited to celebrate 59.5.